Alright. See, I've been at this place now for a little over 2 months, and I'm just going to describe mountain living and, just what it is. That it's not easy, it's not glamorous, and it, a little few things that people just don't talk about is that source water in the mountains can freeze and dry up. So if you need a well when living in a mountain, well, on a mountain, in a mountain, whatever, that you have to make your own water from snow. And so one little issue can turn your whole day into an expensive, frustrating, just work hard, just figuring shit out, trying to get through the process of just getting clean clothes. Because, I've IBS, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I shit my pants today. I'm walking back, and I'm like, I'm gonna right the clothes, and it's just like, so, it goes from having this just comfortable consistency that you can form and build, and then just one little thing, you're making water, you're cleaning, you're doing stuff just like they had to do back in the old days, and you feel this just building stern type of mentality in your brain of a slow pacing, just like those old men that they just keep a level head, and that's what you have to do. Like it. And even though I know so many things, I forgot about source water freezing in the mountains. So we didn't prepare for this, and I had to move in the middle of the beginning, the end of fall and the beginning of winter, and that alone is difficult enough if you don't have the pleasantries and the luxuries of society. That you gotta just fight and be strong, and there's nowhere else I would rather be. Like at the end of my life, I'm gonna have so many funny stories. Like this is gonna be a funny story, and it's just nobody's interesting anymore. I go to a store, I don't even like talking to people anymore. Nobody has anything to say, and it's only the old folks that really do want to be engaged and share their life and their experiences. And so, that's what I'm trying to do, is build these memories. And it's an emotional roller coaster too, because you're so happy, and then when you make a mistake, you just are so disappointed in yourself. That what keeps you going is the ability to wake up, go outside, and remember that this is special. Like here, it's worth remembering what you went through to get through it. And yeah, it's tough not having running water, and there's other things that you have to do because you have health issues, and fat people are already having fucking issues. So I've been trying to work really hard and get my body back. That, God, 16 years ago, I would have been fucking fine. But now, there's a 36-year-old. It's just like, you can't let it be one thing after another. You gotta start breaking those things down, breaking it apart. You need to defeat the challenges as quickly as possible so they don't become overwhelming. And then at the end of the day, the best thing you gotta do is sit in front of a campfire or sit in front of the fireplace or just look forward to loading some ammo or chopping wood. Like, those are pleasurable things. Chopping wood is like one of the funnest fucking things a man can do. It clears your mind, and you feel a sense of conquering nature. And then you gotta better the nature. You gotta better the outworld, the outside. You gotta go back and make sure that other people can still be like this if they desire it. Because we're losing it. We're losing our culture. And we're being attacked left and fucking right in Colorado now. They are decimating our culture. And nobody seems to fucking understand or care what is happening and how people are being pumped in and out of Colorado. And they're using all this just empathic manipulation where people are coming here and they hear something and they want to change it and they don't understand. Like, I've spent my whole life learning about Colorado to be able to survive here because I don't want to go anywhere else. I've thought about every single location in this country, and something about, like, I've been homeless here various times and I ain't going anywhere. Like, I want to die here. I want my bones in the soil here. And we're pumping these people in and out, and the infrastructure is growing and growing and growing. These developers now can just come in, and it's this hyper progressive inflation to market value, and people aren't able to sustain a simple and affordable life anymore because of this. And all they want is money. They're money hungry fucking taints on society and humanity. Like, that's why you gotta be able to experience this simple bare rut. Like, I'm boiling snow right now so that I can wash my clothes, and when I'm done with it, because I had to do this a month ago too, at the end of the day, I look around and I see all these people, and they're missing out on the truth of what it means. That, like, because there isn't enough work, there isn't enough labor, there is no way that all these fucking apartment buildings, they're pumping in thousands and thousands of these fucking rentals, and there's not enough work to sustain that many people. The only way that can function is through socialism and communism. And so, where's the extra work? How are we setting ourselves up to sustain just, the good old philosophy of managing your own life and helping one another and coming together rather than expecting to be paid for it? And I don't want to keep talking. I got to go do stuff. There's other things I have to do, and then I gotta, decide how I'm gonna make myself feel more proud of it. Like, it's not. Like, incontinence is not fun. Like, it sucks, and you just, like, that's just how we are. We're fucking animals. Like, we're lying to ourselves that we're not. We are this natural thing that just happened to overcome nature and any other species that developed cognitive thinking and critical thinking, and could have done what we've done and been in our place at this moment. And it's just, something needs to change in the political system. That Because if this all collapses, if our entire infrastructure collapses again like it did in COVID, how are we going to manage through when the source water dries up? Because that truly is, that's detrimental to succeeding here. That it there ain't a lot of people that stay up here in these areas because it is so challenging. And when you go to the towns, they have, reserve lakes, and they have those source water, but like you have to allocate and recognize how much source water there is. So when you start pumping in all those people, whether or not we have a functioning system, how are you going to bring more water here? How are you going to get it here? So that we can have some sort of civility still. And there's systems that I was imagining on how to do that. But at the same time, too, once you start stimulating the ability to survive, what happens is we overpopulate. There's so many conundrums. I just want to enjoy the moment. I want to die with a smile on my face and not fear.